The main problem I have with female werewolves is that you don't know which time of the month they're talking about. There was a friend I knew who I thought was a female werewolf. Turns out she just didn't shave. No, not that, moustache. But there was a friend I knew called Milton Mowbray. Now, I know what you think. I asked him the very same question, and he replied, "No, I'm not a pork pie." But I didn't believe him, so I ate it. Turns out he was right, though. He's not a pork pie at all. Not the right type of pastry, apparently. There was a friend I knew called B, who didn't eat meat, well, apart from the odd wasp. She was a pescatarian. There was a friend I knew called Ryan, and we were talking the other day, and he told me about this time that before sex, his contraceptive was to paint his cock in matte emulsion. It was a Dulux condom. There was a friend I knew. No, it's not all about friends, I know. But there was a friend I knew who was from Tibet, and invited around my house to play Just Dance 2. But he couldn't make it, so I rescheduled it for the next week. But he was busy that week as well. I suppose that's a problem with Tibetans these days. You know, they're never free. Anyway, I was in a public toilet once, and I walked in and I saw this guy who was unconscious, slumped over a urinal with a knife in his back, and I thought, he's dying for a piss. And then I accidentally barged into someone in one of the cubicles. That's actually how I met my soulmate. It was love at first sight. And then I met the same guy again, but this time at a village fair. Some say it was fate. Of course, the last two aren't true. I'm bitterly unloved. Anyway, moving on. So let me tell you a bit about myself, because I think that'll be beneficial for you, but also for me, because I can't afford a therapist. But I came out as gay about almost 3 years now. And it took I was in year 11 at the time, and it sort of took all the people in my year by surprise, because they were too busy trying to out the camp ones. But there was one guy a couple of days later who came up to me and said, "You're a mate," because I live near the forest. "You're a mate. I came out. I heard you came out and everything. It took me by quite surprised, because you're not camp. You're like one of those straight gays, aren't you?" One of those straight gays. That wasn't even one of the worst ones, because he actually believed me. There was another guy who came up to me and said, "Hey mate," because I live near Wales. I live near a lot of places. And he said, "Hey mate, I heard you came out and everything. Really good accent there. Anyway, I heard it came out and everything, but I don't believe you. I think you need to prove it, and I think you need to prove your gayness to me. Well, I'll prove it on you if you like. No way, mate, I'm not gay. Prove it. But sooner rather than later, I did sort of turn everyone. You know, not into gay, just believing that I was. And then as time gone by, and I was sort of desperate and lonely, and I do as any desperate and lonely gay guy does, and I downloaded Grindr. If you don't know what Grindr is, some of you might not, but some of you obviously do, I've seen your faces. If you don't know what it is, it's basically like Tinder, but with more cock and more rejection. And so I was on Grindr, and I sort of, after a while, you sort of realise that the people my age sort of follow a pattern, apart from me, because I'm pretty good. But they follow a pattern, and that is that they have dodgy hair, an unusual facial piercing, really bad teeth, and rapey eyes. And all the middle-aged men on there fit the description of fat. And topless, fat and topless, which isn't a good combo. I can sort of vouch for that. A bit. You haven't seen me topless, well, not yet anyway. Sure, we'll get to know each other. Exactly so. Thank you, but it's sort of not necessary. After a while, I sort of noticed that I only seem to get messaged by the fat. Someone's got a phone there. Did someone's phone go off? Was that yours, Jake? It was, wasn't it? Was that your phone? Was it? Yeah. Well, I'll let you off this time, but next time I'm taking your phone. I don't think I wouldn't. But I'd sext whoever. Don't think I wouldn't as well. It would be sort of brutal. Anyway, where was I? Just bear with. I'll just take a moment. Anyway, the only I've sort of realised that I only get to sort of message by middle-aged fat ones. It's not great. I sort of don't know. I say I don't know why. I sort of do. I think it's probably because of my middle-aged-ish hair. It's not great, is it? Let's be honest. You've all got better hair than me. Well, most of you. There's a couple of baldies. But I think my hair is sort of to blame. There was just one. There's a girl that came up to me one day. I had my hood up because it was raining outside. I just come inside. Take my hood off. This girl comes rushing over to me with a panicked look on her face. She's like, oh my god, how's the chemo going? The chemo? Yeah, the chemo. You've got cancer, haven't you? Now, I know you're sort of, that's a joke, obviously. But I know at least 2 or 3 of you in the audience thinking, is this stand-up his guys Make-A-Wish? Anyway, just leave the cancer bit. A bit risque, yeah, I don't, I think it is the hair to blame, because the only time I get messaged by people my age on said dating application is when I change my profile picture to a picture of me wearing a hat. It's to be honest, it's even worse, because my head gets hot and stuff. But after a while, I get messaged by these people. I notice there's sort of there are pattern emerges. That there are sort of 2 types of people who go on Grindr. Now there's the really good-looking ones with really awful bad personalities, and there's the really bad-looking ones with with good personalities. Now, people say I have a fantastic personality. So yeah, that's just more than that. But I could sort of prove that theory with the sort of oh, him. Is he taking your eye? Or so there's just movement, and I thought, that's pounce. Not anymore. The charges have been dropped, thankfully. Thankfully. I had to get a really good lawyer. Yeah, because I think there's sort of a vast array of sort of messages I do get, sort of ranging from the sleazy, get your top off, winky face. Right, now as we've established earlier, you don't want to see me without my top off. So it looks worse. I'm wearing a shirt and a t-shirt underneath because it is just horrific. It's just awful. You haven't seen it, have you?
I don't know.
Well, you might one day. So you might get lucky, but yeah. So that's one of the more sleazy ones. I can actually bring up one of the better ones. It's more thespian in delivery, but it's still trying to get to the sort of the same place. So it goes like this. Hey Josh, I totally agree with your comments about Grindr and personality. Contrary to what your profile says and your former school friends think, I don't think your head does look like a horse's cock. I don't dislike your face at all, and personality is somewhat lacking on this dating application. Lots of love, Peter. P.S. Do you want a sex? But I didn't reply. He was fat and topless. But I have noticed that you do get a few odd jobs on there. There was this guy that I saw who was so orange that he didn't look real. You know, the best way I can describe it is he looked like a sun-dried Martian. You know, like E.T. on a sunbed. It's like, forget E.T. phoning home. He was phoning the talent salon to get So yeah, that's that. It's not gone well. I'll be honest, Grindr. I'm still single. So if there's anyone in the audience who is quite keen on this, then you're more than welcome to have a go. Actually, I think I might give Tinder a go. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been just Thanks very much.